All right, so we are back with the story of Takaya Young, who was the woman who was fatally shot by police at the Kroger's market. Now, you guys have seen the tape if you watched this channel, and in that video, you see they say, "You've stole something from the Kroger's, please get out the car." She refuses to get out. One officer goes in front of the car so she doesn't drive away, pulls his gun, and points it to the windshield, is like, don't move the car. Get out the car. Get out the car. She refuses to get out the car. She hits the gas, hits the officer. Officer goes on top of the car. The officer discharges one shot, killing her. And now the officer happens to be white. She happens to be black. So it's a whole now Black Lives Matter issue. But this video, I want to show you guys how much propaganda the news media portrays on the public, and why a lot of people who believe the mainstream media is unbiased don't really understand that they're not. They're pushing an agenda and a narrative to make you deaf, dumb, and blind to facts and more emotional. So here is the Associated Press, which is pure mainstream media. Most of the other mainstream sources get their news from the Associated Press. So I want you to see this video that they have and how they are portraying Takaya Young.
Takaya Young was fatally shot by police in a parking lot on August 24th. She was 21 years old and pregnant. Her unborn child also died. Her family is now mourning her death.
So many plans that she had is taken away because of that man. Vivacious, the light of the party, just a bright shining light. That's it. Just celebrate her life, celebrate the person y'all knew her to be, and that would make me happy, and I know it'll make her happy. She'll be dancing on them clouds.
Now we have the surveillance tape of what happened inside the Kroger's alcohol section. And Takaya Young was not this innocent victim that people were portraying her out to be. She was part of what it looks to be a larceny team. People who go into a store and as a team and steal items. Let's talk about it. All right, so we watched the unfortunate events play out with Takaya Young and the shooting that occurred. Now, I got to make a couple of things clear before we start going into this video, which is the surveillance video of Takaya Young's shoplifting. Now, at first, the media put it, they were just going for nothing shoplifting. She's an innocent victim. She's a mother of two, this, right? And essentially making it seem like police targeted her just because of the color of her skin. That's the common theme here. But these officers had good reason to stop her. And that was because the employee, who's probably looking at the cameras, probably was saying, hey, that woman just stole from us and she needs to be stopped. So the officers jumped in the action to effectuate that arrest. Now, I do want to make it very clear that I am not saying that Takaya Young should have been killed because she's shoplifting. Of course not. But I think that she made the tragic mistake of trying to call the police's bluff. And how did she do that? Well, when a police officer stands in front of your car, pulls out a gun and says, get out of the car now, you have a choice. You can hit the gas and see if he's going to pull that trigger, or you could put the car in park and open the door and get out. She chose to hit the gas, and that officer chose to pull the trigger. Now, I think it's an unfortunate situation. I think it's unfortunate for that officer, and I think it's unfortunate for her family. But she made that decision, not to put the car in park, but to put the car in drive and essentially hit the officer, sitting the officer to the top of the car. If you want to watch that full video, it should pop up somewhere around here. But that is what happened. Those are the undisputed facts. But now there was a question of, was she this innocent angel that people were making her out to be, or was she involved in criminal activity, and were the officers even justified in stopping her? Now, people were marching in the street. Oh my God, she's an innocent victim. Oh my God, she's a loving mother.
So for starters, they said she stole from the grocery store. There is no evidence of her stealing anything. So this just goes to show that y'all are so quick to believe negative commentary about Black women. What proof do you have that she stole anything? Was there... I never seen any proof of it. So y'all can't just keep repeating that just because it gives you what you think is a reason to take somebody's life.
That she had. Now, mind you, the Kroger employee said that she had taken multiple liquor bottles and didn't pay for them. Do any of these bags look like liquor bottles to you? These are boxes. These are multiple items. If she just went in there and stole with two other individuals and left with these liquor bottles. What is all of this stuff? And this stuff is bagged as if it was purchased. So I need an explanation as to how, if she was just in there stealing liquor, why did she have all these bags of other types of merchandise that look like they were purchased? Being a black woman in Columbus, Ohio, especially Westerville, Ohio, it would not be easy for you to just go to a checkout lane, bag up all of this stuff, not pay for it, and walk out. So I challenge y'all. Start asking questions, start thinking critically, and start demanding proof before you immediately believe these narratives that are being pushed by the people who do these very unalivings. Because when you are dealing with Columbus, Ohio, Ohio at large, America at large, you will learn that what's pushed in the media, especially to cover up instances like this, is very seldom true. I'm not buying it and I'm not believing it until somebody shows me some concrete evidence.
Now we have the security footage. So let's go. Just look into security footage. There's no audio with this. So there is Takaya Young walking in. And as you can see, I'm stopping here. She has one bag and she has the basket that they give you at the store to go through. Now she's unaware of the cameras. I'm assuming she's unaware of the cameras. Now obviously she's looking, I think she's probably looking at the person who's sitting at the counter, seeing if that person's still looking at her, but you know, now she's gonna make her move. So now she pulls out another bag. Now, why is she pulling out another bag versus she has her bag? Now, it's interesting because I used to do loss prevention and they used to put like duct tape in the bags, things to avoid the sensors and stuff. So I don't know why she's pulling out her bag, but now she has this second bag that she's pulled out of her purse. Let's see what she does. It's about 4 or 5 bottles of alcohol she's put in that bag. Now she's put it under her purse and she's looking directly at the camera. Why not grab another one, right? What the hell? You've already got 4. Why not go for 5? Now, as you can see, there's another 2 women to come in. She has another bag and she's now stuffing more alcohol into this bag. So we're up to like 7, 8 bottles. Now, so this is like her little thing, huh? She's taking bottles off the shelf, either put them directly into the bag or she'll put them into the basket to make it seem like she's buying something. And then she'll take those one out of the basket and put it into her purse. Now, as you can see, she didn't even put down the basket that she hadn't paid for. She just walks out with that. So even the basket, she's walks out with their basket with alcohol in it. It's obvious you can tell she's stealing, right? You don't even have to see her put the other stuff in the bag. She just literally walked out with everything else. Now they're leaving the alcohol section at Kroger and are walking to the front with that same basket. Looks like that's the employee behind them who's checking. Now, there may be another chance to pay for stuff now, but she's not paying for anything. She's gone. Put the basket down and she's gone. So you see, those are the two women who were with her. So that's their larceny team. There they go. So that's it. That's the woman who has all this stuff, all these plans. She's part of a larceny team. And being pregnant actually helps if you think about it, because people have more sympathy for you. Oh, she can't be stealing. And it's some of the last people you would think to be part of a larceny team or stealing something would be someone like Takaya Young. You know, she's 7 months pregnant. Now let's see how the news is covering this.
Young because she was suspected of stealing liquor from Kroger.
She was shot by an officer standing in front of her car as she tried to drive away. Again, we want to be transparent here. We're showing you today's video because it does answer some key questions many people had, including us.
Yeah, NBC4's Jamie Ostroff is here now to break.
You gotta eat a little crow now. We're showing you this because we don't want to say she's a thief. But she's a thief.
Break down the information we are learning from this newly released video.
It's like they gotta pull teeth because they're like, oh, we gotta say we were wrong.
Jamie?
Yeah, Jen and Jared, until this afternoon, the only footage we had from Blendon Township were 2-minute-long clips, one from each of the body-worn cameras from the 2 officers that were involved, showing the moments immediately before and immediately after the shooting. Now, this new footage shows why officers approached Young in the first place and how that response was handled during her final moments. Again, this video is extremely hard to watch, so we're going to show you as little of it as...
Now, it's not extremely hard to watch. The video's not, because we've just seen the whole video. What's extremely hard to watch about that video? She's a thief. It's obvious she's a thief. She's part of a team who's doing this stuff. And officers were right to stop her. And she, knowing that she had all that contraband in her car, drove at the officer and was killed. But you see, it's extremely hard to watch. Extremely hard to watch.
Possible to tell the most complete, fair, and accurate story.
You know what she's saying? We have to show you the facts. Because if we don't show you the facts, you may not believe the lies next time we tell them to you. So here are the facts.
From the beginning. Surveillance footage from inside Kroger's liquor store shows Takaya Young taking bottles from the shelves and placing them in her purse. 2 other women walk in separately. About a minute and a half later, they approach Young while she waits in line with more liquor in a shopping basket. You see the 3 women leave the store together without paying. Surveillance video from outside the store shows Young walking to her car, the black sedan shown here, alone. As she gets in, a man who police describe as a Kroger manager flags down 2 nearby officers, helping a woman get into her locked car. One officer approaches Young from the driver's side. Seconds later, the other moves in front of the car.
What more do we need to see? This is so disturbing. This is so crazy. The truth. You know what's disturbing? It's the truth. They got to show you the truth. That's what they're so upset about. That's the crazy part about this. They got to show you the truth. And the truth shall set you free, or shall expose the propaganda that you've been pushing for weeks. That's what's going on. That's what's going on. Let's hear this outro.
On camera for minutes at a time. So Blendon Township police say they are still looking for the 2 other women who walked out of the liquor store with Young. They are asking anyone who might know them to call Crime Stoppers. In the past hour, I spoke with attorney Sean Walton, who is representing Young's family. He told me he asked Blendon Township for the video you just saw, but he didn't get it until I sent it to him. Here's what he had to say about it.
It shows us nothing but more evidence of murder. And I fully believe that this just further solidifies our position that a murder occurred here and that officer Connor Grubb should be terminated and indicted.
Doesn't tell you any why, right? Doesn't tell you anything, any why. It's just more evidence, more evidence, more. What evidence does it show you that the officer's wrong? He's standing in front of the car. She's got contraband in the car. She doesn't want to go to jail. So what does she do? She hits the gas. Now, don't get me wrong. I think for officer safety. I don't know why the officer got in front of the car. Bad choice. But he is in front of the car. He's got a gun out. Any reasonable, rational person who sees an officer standing in front of your car with a gun out saying, get out the car, get out the car. If your first thing is to push the gas pedal down, what do you think's going to happen? What do you think's going to happen? Now, this attorney, I think he's doing what he's getting paid to do, to say what he's going to say. But there's no way this video helps his case. If anything, it destroys it.
Lendon Township Police have not released the names of either of the two officers who confronted Young. In a statement today, they repeated their reasoning that the officers are victims of assault and protected by Marsy's law.
Well, I want to say this. I do understand. I want to make it very clear, though, because the racist and the BLM crazies out there don't twist my words, because they love to twist your words. Just so we're extremely, extremely accurate here. Just because you shoplift doesn't mean you should get shot in the streets by police. That is ridiculous. But when you lie for weeks and say this is some angel who had nothing to do with it, who, nobody even knew she was shoplifting. Now you got proof that all that was a lie, that all this Mother of the Year crap is a lie, right? She was part of a larceny team, it looks like, stealing from these stores. That's what it is, people. That's what it freaking is. And the officer who was standing in front of the car. You see the Kroger employee, hey, she just stole all this liquor. We see 7, 8, maybe even 10 bottles, right? It wasn't even 1 or 2 bottles, like 10 bottles. She's waving, hey, what's going on? This woman stopped. To stop her from leaving, an officer stands in front of the car, pulls his gun out. What you gonna do? And I think she didn't believe that officer would shoot you. You gonna shoot me? Well, yeah, if you drive the car into me, I am going to shoot you. And she put her cards on the table and said, well, I'm gonna see if you're gonna shoot me. Pressed down on the gas, car goes forward, and she, play stupid games, you'll win stupid prizes. But don't let the media do this to you. Don't let the media fool you like this. Stories like this show you exactly what I'm talking about. That's the story of Takaya. Like, share, subscribe, do all that great YouTube stuff. Don't forget to tell me where I'm wrong if you disagree with me, tell me where I'm wrong in the comment section. If you believe I'm wrong, tell me where I'm wrong. Tell me. Because I think the media has stepped in it again. That's why you saw at the beginning of this video, oh, please, oh, well, you see, this video so hard. No, the shooting may be hard to watch, but a pregnant woman stealing 10 or 15 bottles of alcohol, that's not a disturbing video. That's the truth. It's disturbing to them. To NBC for Columbus, because they had to show it to you, because it was the truth. Peace.